Whoa, bro, I get scared they're gonna hit me while teleporting through the thing. Wait, what? Did he die?
Oh, damn, the sun.
This is so annoying. If only I had an iron golem. Okay. Did he die again?
You can only sleep at
die
night
over
and
there? No, he
during
didn't.
thunderstorms.
Bro,
You can
let's
only
not burn
sleep at
loot.
night and during thunderstorms. You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms.
What are these drop rates? I just did this on the playthrough and got like nearly every single enderman. And now I killed 3 of them and I fucking... Oh, it's so bullshit. And I'm in the smallest biome to do this in. Hey, thank you for the £20 super chat, man. Thanks for the streams, Liz. I hope you and the rest of the chat is doing well, and if not, I hope you will. Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the super and the kind message. Thank you so much. I need to get up. Oh. I've been sitting down for 2 hours straight, guys. Remember, posture. Remember your posture. Remember to stay hydrated. Listen, all I'm saying is we are not getting all the ender pearls today. Yeah, my posture sucks too. Like, I don't know if you can see, sometimes I'm like this. You have to sit straight. How do you hit the taste of water? It tastes like nothing.
Wait, I'm going back up quick.
Water is the best drink on the planet. There's nothing else I would rather drink than water. I don't really like fizzy drinks. Like, I went off them when I was a kid, really young. I mean, obviously I love junk food, but as far as in terms of bad drinks, I actually don't really like any bad drinks. I just love bad food. I like pizza. I like burgers. I think it's sugar, actually. Because I don't like chocolate or sweet either.
There we go.
I just love fatty foods. Bro, where are the eyes? Where are the eyes? This is awful. I mean, look, it works, but like, I'm gonna be here forever. Yeah, make sure you drink water. It's the best thing you can ever drink. And I have it in green tea. I love green tea. I'd probably drink 10 cups of green tea a day. And that's just water. The only bad thing about streaming is it cuts my consumption of green tea because I only really take breaks to use the bathroom. If I did a tea break, like, you know, when I would normally just go downstairs and make tea, I'd be probably taking a break every 25 minutes. There's nothing better than just drinking a ton of water. Seriously, I don't know how people dislike it. Wait, have you got 2 right now? The noise is
There's a mine shaft. That's actually so helpful.
He's still around, I can't leave. I add sugar or milk to my tea. In green tea, you don't add sugar or milk.
Huh. There's always, every world I go on, there's always one of these. So, what I'm gonna need from this is coal, iron, and cobwebs.
No, none from you though.
Ooh!
Yep, there is.
My eyes being kept on that. Ooh!
There's 2 super chats, so
You know what? Screenshot. Hell no.
while we
There's a witch.
where is he going?
I'm scared of those. Those are what will end my life in an instant.
Oh, here he is. Why did they un-aggro you? Why did that not happen in my other hardcore attempt where they killed me? They're just forgetting about me. No? I think the update changed drop rates. Thank you, Maddie, for the super chat. Watch you for a long time. Watch you for as long as I can remember. Thank you for watching for so long. I appreciate that. I do. I really do. I mean, next year I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I mean, I highly doubt anyone's been watching for that long. Like, 2015, February, is when I started my channel and posted my first video. I don't know if anyone remembers those days. But still, I've been on here for a long time, and some people have technically grown up with me, because I started it when I was 15. And thank you, Technus2507. Polaring my source right. Bro, what? Bro, what? Polaring my source right now. Bro. I don't... I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but hopefully good. Let's get this guy. Bro, these Endermen are so stingy, it's fucking unreal. 2 eyes, I've been here for like 20 minutes. Trade with the piglins. I don't want to, I'm scared I'll... Trade them for what? I'm scared I'll hit them. Can you trade with these ones? No, you can't. You can only trade with the ones that attack you if you're not wearing gold. Oh, my Instagram, yeah. Yes, that would have been... I mean, I started...
Come in.
Okay, so...
Be right back.
Yeah, like realistic.
Okay, I am back. Hi. Run. Run. Eh? I'm in danger. Run. Doom, do, 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 do. This is for when I go into Nether.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care how long it takes. I'm just surprised, bro. The fact that we even did the blaze rods today and made it out alive, that is already enough for it to be a successful stream. That's already enough. I saw piglins down here. Wait, hang on. Have I made like an easy shortcut back? I did actually. This shortcut is like just going through say like maybe a second. Bedrock's still alive. Is that how much hope people have in me right now?
God damn. Try to kill me.
You know what I might do though when I actually get to the end portal? I think I might wear a pumpkin head and go in third person mode. Because then I can run up after I've destroyed all the towers. Like the last thing I want in the end is an end of an incident. That is the last thing I want. So I'm thinking I wear a pumpkin but in third person mode so I can still see. And then when I go up to the dragon I can just go back in first person mode and attack him with a sword.
No, I lost Nerm. RIP. Nerm. What? I'm taking that. I'm not looking for piglins. I'm aware they don't spawn here. I'm not like too bothered about the 3 gold. This is a guaranteed method of getting what I need right now. Alright. I might speed up a bit, but I'm not going to lock my piglins in a different biome just for the chance. Just for the chance of them getting me what I need. Yes. So looking up. I'm not wasting my time. It's taking, like, I'm getting what I need. This is exactly why I'm here. I'm getting what I need. So it's like, well, maybe not the fastest method of doing it, but if I get what I need, it's what it is. Oh, I'm wasting your time. Well, I mean, you don't need to watch this part of the stream. You could always come back in like an hour. Hello to person that joined the stream. How you doing?
Get a good hardcore run where I actually beat the game. I'll just condense it into a video and post it. So if you want to watch that, I'll cut all this out in the video. But I've got to be safe. I've got to be safe. I would hate to lose this run to something stupid.
this method is definitely good. It's just a shame that we're in a, like, half. I don't even know if I want to call this a half biome. It's more like a quarter biome, so they're not spawning very often. Like, if this was a normal full-size biome, which it is, it's just split off. It's just split up by lava. Like, the rest of it is there. It's up there. In fact, I wonder if I can see anything on the other side. I highly doubt that would work. But I'd be done long ago if it was a full-size biome. I'm just taking what I can get. Bro, the fact that I'm even in this biome next to my portal is insane luck as it is. I think attempt 3, which was the other attempt I had where I was in that blaze rod, the biome was so far away from my portal. This is right next to it. This is so good. Find the portal first so you know how many eyes you need. Okay, no, I'm definitely not doing that. Because then that's 2 journeys. That's a whole journey to the portal just to find out I haven't got enough or how many I need. You go all the way back to my nether portal, start farming the exact amount there. I'd rather just make a load of them. I'd rather just spend time getting a load of them and then having them more than enough. I mean, what could realistically go wrong after this bit? Like, if I make slow falling potions, which I will do, what could go wrong in the end fight? The only other thing I hope for a good spawn, right, is for the portal itself. I really don't want to go that far for it. I don't want it to be underwater. I don't want it to be in a cave. I just want to find it easily. Nice. No, but I'm definitely gonna take a pumpkin into the end with me. I'm not having Enderman incidents. Because that happened in trophy hunting. An Enderman was onto me and nearly killed me. I don't even know how I survived. But I was able to survive and then obviously beat the dragon, but I'm not doing that in hardcore. Oh. Yeah, the vision would be fucked. I'm gonna go in third person mode though. Like while I'm running around waiting for the dragon to go back to mid. Because I'm not gonna attack him while he's flying around. I'm gonna wait for him to go mid. While I'm running around, I'm just gonna do it with a pumpkin on my head in third person mode. And then, like, when he spawns, I'll run back up to him, go back up, and just start attacking him. It would be depressing, because that's, like, the end of the game. All I have to do is kill the damn dragon, then it's done. I've got arrows too. I'm gonna have to make arrows for the end of dragon fight, just because I'm not climbing up every single one of them. So I'm gonna have to make arrows. And I have 10 right now, but I'm gonna need more than 10. Well, realistic, if I hit every shot, I probably wouldn't. But I'm not gonna hit every shot. I hate this being surrounded by lava. It's so annoying. They just spaz out. Just for no block. How much can I realistically get with 3 gold? How many ender pearls can I realistically get with 3 gold? People keep telling me to trade, but first of all, I've got to find the pigment in the first place. items get at random, so it's not even guaranteed I'm gonna get one. At least this one is guaranteed. Yep, just walk right on past me. Not a problem. There we go. Got 10 currently, but we're halfway to what I want. I don't need 20, but that's what I want. So I'll do a few more for the stream. I can log out here, right? If I log out, I can do that, right? Be safe. Yeah, I want 20 because I want loads of ender eyes. I want way more than I need. I think you need 12 for the portal. But I want like 15 or 16 at least because they break. I think the way they break is random. They can break after like one throw. There's another one. I don't think the piglins are at my bridge anymore. They were at my bridge. My bridge is just here. They're not here anymore. Shit. Yes. Yeah, they're not there anymore. I don't know if I got both of those. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Just have to plug in my controller.
I'm not doing anything else in the stream. I haven't got time to go and do like the end of Dragon Fight or anything. So I'm just spending the end of the stream to get the orb that I need. Get the fuck out, bro. I'm battling. Yeah, see look. That's it. We're getting there. We're getting there. Like to end off the stream, this is like good shit to do. It's the most useful thing I can do. I'm ending it soon, but again, like, to end it off, I'm just getting ender pearls. The Dark Souls 2 bit's not going to be for a while, because it'll be 5 minutes and I'm currently scheduling other videos for November. This is Bedrock console, hardcore. We recently got the update to bring it to Bedrock. Civilization mod with 1,000 players. You know what the craziest thing is, what I've seen in this game? People build real calculators. Like, has anyone seen those videos where people build actual functioning fucking calculators? How many am I gonna get? I don't know for the stream, I'm just gonna get a couple more. That's another one.
I need the leather.
Yeah, there's another one. Where'd the other guy go? I don't know, it's really weird. Yeah, that's gotta be a long shot. Alright, we've got 15 ender pearls. Oh yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, it was the Iron Golem's fault. The Iron Golem fucked me up massively. He wasted 36 iron that I could have used for tools. He killed all the people that I could trade with. And he just wasted my time. And he wasted my time because of the iron that I got just to spawn. But he also, wait, it's you.
True.
How many can I make? How many eye benders can I make right now? Is it just 16? And I think, how many do you need for a full portal? Like, how many do you need to create a full portal with nothing in it? Like, what is the max amount you have to put in it if you get unlucky? 12. Okay, so you need 12 slots. I've got 16. That is more than enough. That means I can use, like, enough to continuously grow. So I have got enough. So again, like I said, I'm, like, nearly done anyway. Like, I don't know. Like, what if they all break? That's my only worry. See, look how easy it is to just get more. You know what I mean? I feel like I just get the last couple. You know what I mean? It's just so easy to get. You might as well get, like, 2 or 3 more. So I think I'm gonna retire now. Yeah, so I've got plenty. I've got so many. Okay, let's just leave like this one.
So you know what? We use the dark chocolate wood.
Okay, I've got plenty now. I think we leave now. But what if another one spawns? What if another one spawns? Okay, no, I think we'll leave. I think we'll leave now. These guys geared out. Holy shit. No, I think we'll leave. Yeah, but what if one more spawns? What if there was one more? Just what if there was like another one? We never have enough, you know. Right, there we go. So I'm going to leave that there for today, and then in the next stream, which will most likely be tomorrow. I'll craft through the shit that I need, and then get maybe a couple... I might leave my game on, running, potentially, before I start streaming for 3 days. In-game days, obviously, for the Phantoms. And then I'll try and make snowballing potions. And then yeah, maybe next stream is when we kill the dragon. Yeah, I know, I'll need to farm arrows and brains and all that other stuff, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think I'll stream tomorrow, yeah. But yeah, that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for hanging out for the past 3 hours. And again, I think I'll be back tomorrow to potentially finally beat Minecraft Hardcore. Potentially. Yeah, no dying today. Didn't die. No attempts lost. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And see you next time.
By the TikTok channel Evan Stunas. I'm so sorry, I'm not saying anything. So if you scroll through your page, they have a very kind of like Gyaru style, where if you don't know Gyaru, it is a Japanese fashion style. And these images on Google will probably be like your best representation. Basically, it is a Japanese subculture that is aiming to break the beauty standards of Japan. So they really enjoy the tall hair, accessories, really dark and accentuated eye makeup and tan skin. A lot of this is against the whole Japanese beauty standard, which is, pale skin, very minimal makeup, etc. I personally really like the Gyaru style. I think it looks really cool. But all of the controversy started with this one OC that Evan is trying to make. They think this OC's name is called G. So from my understanding, G has been present in Evan's art for a while. There is this video talking about more G lore with G and their partner. Another drawing they've made of G. Some more artwork they've made of this character. There's another art piece that Evan has made of their OCG. But again, the big controversy comes with this piece specifically. And then, there were more update videos, as usual, showing the rendering, etc., the coloring process, the face is more rendered. And everyone in the comments, very, very positive. She looks so innocent, she looks super sweet, she looks very cute. She makes me feel better about my chubby cheeks. Aww. And then there was this video. It's a simple 5-second video of Evan showing their OCG, stating, time to render heat, which is the text written on the art piece. And the comment section is full of a mix of comments. 1, people being really positive. 2, people being weirdly sexual, and people being straight up toxic in general. User 3 stars stating, why is everybody so positive? This is not working out right. We have user Brian stating, just saying, let me take you out, I'll treat you right, smiley face. We have somebody saying that's gonna hurt. Melody says, oh, okay. We have Kat, oh, we share a name, stating, Gooner Super Sonic fan, OML. And this art piece had gotten a lot of controversy. There were other people on TikTok who have made videos talking about this art piece. Allegedly, one user made 3 separate videos kind of like disparaging this piece. I scoured TikTok for, not even joking, an hour looking for this video in the deep, dark archives, but I'm assuming maybe that person had deleted it because I literally, for the love of God, could not find any of their alleged videos talking about the art piece in a negative light specifically. The general narrative that a lot of people have had in the comment section is that this piece is allegedly
Point said,
weird due
you
to
can
how
only
the
sleep
chest
at night and
looked,
during
which was where
thunderstorms.
most people had criticism of this art piece. Like, we have people like Burb stating, Sai, are you undisturbingly overweight, sweaty, oily weeb, perchance? Somebody had also commented not to be rude or anything,
You
but
can
genuinely
only
curious why
sleep
it's
at
so
night
big.
and
Like,
during
genuinely speaking, it
thunderstorms.
cannot be that big
You
unless
can
it's a
only
huge
sleep
surface
at night
video.
and during
OC
thunderstorms.
replied, it makes the character look more
You
bubbly.
can
It's
only
right in the way,
sleep
plus
at night
she's
and
tough,
during
so. Somebody
thunderstorms.
else wrote, Supersonical fan, definitely, this is weird shit. And we have another person writing, why did you sexualize? And OP writes, she is fully covered and there's obviously no sexual intent with this drawing. What? And yeah, more really negative comments. Again, I tried finding the video that these people are referencing of the video where somebody was like negatively talking about this piece, and I could not find it. But while there were a lot of negative comments about this piece, there were also a lot of very positive comments as well. We have user Sinna writing, why are people acting like this isn't an accurate body type? Plus, like, people have bigger breasts because breasts are made out of body fat. It's normal. People love exaggerated anatomy and big chest designs until they don't fit their beauty/creation standards. She looks adorable. ZZZ writes, UMFs will not survive a day around bigger black women. I've had friends with her build and seen people on TikTok with a similar build. Why do you always find a reason to complain? But again, we have other people stating, oh baby, this is not realistic, it's on purpose. We have WLW for life writing, y'all never be freaking out over anime who never have real and skinny body types, so when an artist draws a chubby one, it's a problem. Love writes, this represents a lot of big girls. I don't know why y'all complaining, like how digital booba is hurting you. Jumping Astronaut writes, these comments aren't it, and we wonder why people don't like posting art. Little reminder, this art isn't hurting anybody, and if it was a criminal activity, then it would be. Thank you. Alicia writes, why are people so pressed? I've literally met several people with this body type. The fuck you mean, Bruner Bait, this is a normal looking human being. Ali writes, am I the only one who has seen people who look like this? Yes, they're chubby and have big breasts. It's no hate at all to chubby people, chubby myself. So the general controversy with this piece breaks down into a couple points. The first point that people were complaining about is that this is overly sexualized. The second point that people are complaining about is that this is not a realistic body type. Throwing in my 2 cents here, right? I can only say so much.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel Book of Carol, episode number 4. I think we're on 4. Yes, we're on 4. And both of our folks, Daryl and Carol, are both in some pretty dangerous spots right now. I don't know how they're going to wiggle their way out of them. Obviously, they're going to wiggle their way out of them because it's Daryl and Carol's show. So they're not dying in episode 4. But Carol...
Shit,
yeah, that would be horrible.
Yeah.
But Carol has done a pretty amazing job of wiggling her way through these situations, telling truths when she needs to. I thought it was kind of funny that she met Janae and told her the truth about her journey, and she kind of just chuckled at her like, yeah, that's bullshit. Because it kind of sounds that way, but how do you make that kind of story up? Where you find a dude, you take his jet, he flies you to France, you meet these 2 environmentalists who want to have a baby with your pilot and then try to kill you, and like the whole story just sounds insane. But she told her the truth, she just didn't buy it, and then tells tells her the lie about wanting to kill Daryl, and she's all about it. She's like, all right, cool. But what Carol doesn't realize is that Janae's plan was to include her in this army, these soldiers that she's creating.
Zombies!
These super zombies. And it's just like, oh, damn. She's in a group of folks that are about to take on a firing squad and get turned into these super walkers to attack their fortress. How does she get through this? I don't know. I'm very curious to see how this goes. Daryl's currently chained up in like what felt like this bathroom shower area. I'm concerned about him. Obviously not that concerned.
He's fine. It's fine.
Isabel,
fine.
Isabel had a mark on her cheek.
Yeah.
That you kind of mentioned, like, is she okay? Did she get bit? And I'm like, as I was editing, I was looking at, I couldn't tell if it was just a mark from getting roughed up or if they actually bit her.
If it looks like teeth marks.
Yeah. The one interesting thing I did notice while editing, when they went to hold hands as they were on opposite sides of this wall, Daryl has a tattoo of like a skull with X's in its eyes, which symbolizes death. And the fact that it felt like a focus, something bad's gonna happen, I feel like. And
I'm not sure I believe that. I'm like, he's had that tattoo forever.
it's not about having it forever. It's about
I
them
know.
highlighting it in a moment where they didn't have to highlight it. And them holding hands in that moment
I think it was just like
talked about a kiss of death between the two of them. I might be overanalyzing things, but it's very possible. Who knows?
I think we're overanalyzing the mark on her face because, like,
It didn't look like a
it's
normal
too-
cut.
it's too clean to be a bite because,
Yeah.
like, she would have pulled away and then it would have ripped her skin. And I don't know, just thinking of logistics here.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Unless
stuff,
they literally held her down with her face and somebody went
which is very possible.
and then released and then pulled back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
It didn't look like a normal cut. I don't know. When I was watching it after you said that and during editing, it just, I don't know. But either way, they're all in a really tough spot right now. And if Janae does unleash this army, I mean, they're done. The fortress is just, it's going to come down. Like, they're going to...
how are they going to get them into the fortress and then release them?
No,
Or they're just going to release them and hope to God that high tide doesn't come?
based off of where the episode left off, it looked like they were setting them up to kill them there and just send them unleashed. That's what it looked like. But I mean, we're obviously going to find out because we're going to watch the episode, and I'm going to assume it's going to pick up right there.
Yeah.
So
I need to see the logistics of that.
I'm more concerned about how Carol's going to get out of this and how Daryl's going to escape from that spot.
And how they're going to meet up.
Because obviously they have to meet up.
Be a
Because
family again.
I mean, I don't know about that, but it's one of those things where the Laurent storyline obviously didn't play out as they expected. One other thing I noticed while editing, these fools were going to have this walker bite him like in the upper neck area. If it didn't work, he was dead. Have him bite like on the wrist or arm so you could chop that shit off. Like that walker went in for like...
Think of that.
Yeah, I noticed it. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're putting this kid to his death regardless. And it's one of those
Do it in
things
the
where...
finger. Can we just chop a finger off?
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, you could survive this world without an arm. We've seen that from multiple characters at this point. But the idea that this walker went in for the neck as Daryl shoots it with the arrow from long distance, I'm like, you are setting this kid up for major failure here. Because, I mean, that's pretty crazy. And I keep noticing these things because I get to watch the episode 3-4 times through editing. So, yeah, I'm just interested to see where this goes. How do they escape? How do they get out of this? Are they going to attempt this again with Laurent at some point? Or is this going to be their opportunity to escape? Because there's only a handful of episodes left. There isn't much left. We better be getting the Daryl Carol reunion soon. I hope they don't save that for the finale. And they'd be like, oh, hey, watch season 2 to see what they do. But it feels like a clear situation where they're both in the same place now. So hopefully they find ways through this and they can meet up now. And we can just move on with this story and see where it goes. And I still think the game of who survives all this is interesting between all of the people outside of Daryl and Carol, outside of everyone else. It's going to be interesting to see who survives and gets through this season of TV and where it goes from here. But let's see how Daryl and Carol survive this. You ready?
Well, also Aaron cut his arm. I'm just sorry, putting it out there. Go ahead.
You
Yes.
ready? Let's go. It's like someone's going to have to come in and cut him loose.
Yeah.
Like someone with the key is going to have to come in and release him. I mean, that's a lot of light. No one on lookout still, huh? What the they got cannons?
Literally gonna get medieval. The fuck? And she's gonna hide behind the big guy and then, what, pretend to be dead underneath him? Oh, this is wild.
Those bullets were ripping through folks. There's no way Carol would survive that. Stop it. What happens if she gets the...
Oh my god. That's fucked. Okay, I wasn't seeing that. And they didn't see her, like, move and, like, rip this shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry!
Oh.
You can only
This feels very
sleep
Mad
at night
Max
and
right
during
now.
thunderstorms.
Oh, is he bait?
Oh, he's gonna drive them. I was wondering how they were gonna get all these walkers to, like, follow into the castle or the fortress or whatever. Come on, Carol, you've done this before.
Oh, oh shit. Well, I wasn't expecting that. That's fantastic. Drive, bitch, drive! Fucking Carol. Come on, Carol.
I mean, she's doing the work for them, though.
That's also true.
They had some heavy artillery there, and
They didn't do anything about it.
just the idea that those bullets didn't rip through the body to hit people behind them,
Yeah.
like Carol protecting herself with one of the dudes, is...
I mean, he's a pretty
I don't know.
good guy.
Gun experts,
You tell-
let us know. I don't know shit about guns or bullets and if they would rip through that dude's body or not to hit her.
Respawn point set.
Damn. Perfect! 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 Now we have a place to drive. Perfect. That was perfect. Couldn't have done it better if I did it my damn self.
Horrible shots.
Honestly, what are
Jeez.
those, stormtroopers? Oh shit. Oh shit. Here we go. Thanks a lot, Carol. Can we get like a drawbridge, a gate that would also close it? No? These guys are awful!
She doesn't have any protection on the front of that, does she?
No! Literally nothing. Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's an open front. Wow. I love this show.
So count me in, show blast, cause I'm gonna win, 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 no matter what. Show blast, they call me the king, pin, pin, pin. I'm on the top, they call me the chill, having a blast, I do what I feel, trying to get back, to keep it real. They see me win, 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 win.
Well, took care of that.
The show.
Well, took care of that.
I mean, we can still test out if
Yeah.
Laurent is immune or not,
Oh my god, you're a terrible person.
especially with these crazy walkers coming through.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
she has
she
a weapon.
She grabbed the little.
And no one
chain cover.
saw that while standing behind her?
When we first met, no one was 6. I'd heard of him. A child torn from the womb of an Afame, horrific ending, a miraculous beginning. We met with a boy, we evaluated his gifts, we found him special, as you said he would be. Such was all, to be free again.
There was only one reason. You feared losing control. I can see that now.
I'm sorry your will is weakened. I want to fortify you, and everyone was feeling tired and hopeless.
It's desperate. Misguided. It's savage. You yourself said how special the boy was all those years ago.
Special. He thinks and feels in a way that humanity needs in order to survive. But he's human. He can bleed. He can be hurt. He can die. Like Jesus. Like Muhammad. Like Buddha. This is a waste of time.
Okay. We're going to offer the flock proof of their faith. It must be done.
Wow.
And so I need you to tell me where the boy is.
To slice his throat.
I'm worried that she's gonna do something to herself to prevent them from. Oh, never mind. Oh, mother. Oh, shit! Damn it, they just told each other that they loved each other, you dick! Son of a.
Dude.
Okay, this sucks.
I mean, stomach wounds are survivable.
But not in a zombie apocalypse. That was a big knife.
This is why we can't have nice things. It's like... This is why we can't have nice things. It's like you couldn't just... Like, obviously she's not dead yet, but it's like...
What if she's immune?
That would be pretty insane. It wouldn't make sense, but... Oh! Shit. Carol,
Love that.
nice move.
Love that.
Just a stomach wound, you'll be fine. We've seen tons of characters in movies and shows survive stomach wounds. Shots to the belly. She's not doing well. It's a lot of blood. Dude, if she dies...
This sucks.
Oh, fuck. Good timing, Carol. Thank you.
Yep.
Have a look. Looks pretty clean. That's good. My name's Carol.
Like, where'd you come from?
What are you doing here? You were looking for a friend of mine from America.
Who's still chained in this friggin' dungeon place.
Mm. Oh god. Shit.
Very aggressive. Like he's gonna smash his face through, it feels like.
I think he's thin enough. You could probably.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, Daryl, fuck him up. Fuck him up. Get it, boy. I love this. This is my favorite stuff. This is dope as hell. Yeah, bitch. Ooh. Oh my god.
Hey!
He's like, am I delusional? Am I seeing things?
I want to watch Daryl Dixon now. Oh my god, I need to watch this show.
And call them something else. Don't call them walkers. I call them that. I love you! And call them something.
Don't call them walkers. I call them that.
Yeah, bitch. Ooh. Oh my god.
Hey!
He's like, am I delusional? Am I seeing things?
Give me Daryl Dixon now.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Walking Dead video. So before here, I wanted to talk about what Gimple actually had to say regarding the Walking Dead universe yesterday, and yeah, really exciting stuff. So before going further, make sure to be a subscriber if you do want to get all my Walking Dead content like this. Obviously, episode 4 of The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 2 airs tomorrow, so yeah, that's really exciting. I can't wait for Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back.
Okay.
Hey everyone.
Got this. You work on the fuel leak.
You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms. You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms.
People. Yeah. People.
Today we are at the Mont Saint-Michel, the nest. Renee is here with soldiers, and we are going to try to escape from her. The first time for me in this place. I'm thrilled by the beauty of this location.
Filming at Mont Saint-Michel at night, and we have the lighting, and there's fog machines and smoke, and then all of a sudden comes these figures, and they're moving faster and faster. And it's so much fun filming that.
These walkers on the show are frightening.
Actually, I was really scared when I saw them, to tell you the truth.
Getting to ride on the ATVs was fun. I did like the challenge of being able to drive it as quickly as I could through some very narrow spaces, and the challenge of, you know, not hitting anybody.
That was fun. Strapped to the back of the vehicle is our friend Cadron, who's serving as zombie bait for these amped up zombies.
The dummy, it's very funny. It really looks like me, alright? The only thing is that his head is a bit bigger than mine. So I told them, listen, okay, I have a big head, but not so big, you know. I was shocked to see a guy really look like you like this. It's funny.
Sister, we're going to offer the flock proof of their faith.
Losang has slowly been kind of grinding under the pressure of this more radical faction within the nest.
What I loved in that scene with Lozang is that I think it's a very accurate scene about beliefs gone too far, and to just bring it back to humanity and to try and bring him back to his humanity, which he, fails.
I read that scene and my response was literally this. Me? No. I was both excited with the story, but also sort of horrified that it was my responsibility to do this task.
It was the second time that I had been to Saint Michel, and I remember it was the first time that I had met Clemence. I've been waiting to meet her since we started season 2, and we kept missing each other because we were never in the same locations. And I saw her before we went to rehearse. We just had a big long hug, and it was so nice to meet her. And so incredibly frustrating to just have these 2 scenes and then to just kind of be done. I did like that they intersected when they did. I mean, she was the piece to get Carol to Daryl.
There was a lot of talk about how Daryl and Carol reunite, because obviously it was one of the centerpieces of the season for us.
I mean, there's a whole story going on, but that story people are waiting on, and it has to be legendary.
There was an early version of them fighting to get back to each other, then it changed into something a little bit different.
That was Norman's idea.
I grabbed my phone and I wrote down this idea that I had about the meeting, and I don't know, it just came to me while I was asleep. Then at like 11 at night, I sent it to David. And he and Jason both liked it, and they took that idea and they just elevated it 1,000%.
And then as we worked on scenes around that whole sequence, we continued talking about it, Norman and Melissa and I, and then we ended up with this version that you see now.
I can see them. The fireflies. It's a world where I guess you're very used to saying goodbye. I think there's an acceptance. I don't think she's fighting it. I think she knows she can't. It's so beautiful.
For the moment when Isabel dies, I think what we wanted was great dignity, intelligence, strength, and a really moving ending to the character.
Isabel and Daryl's relationship has evolved to a point where he truly cares about her.
It's been so nice, season 2. It's been such a sort of treat to take Isabel a bit further. And knowing that we were taking these 2 characters on a journey and exploring their relationship a bit more was just the greatest luxury.
Isabel's death hits hard because she's touched something within him that we haven't seen before. And it's because she's so different from him. And it's also because she's tied into this boy that he loves. And now he's got to make sure after that not to let the same thing happen with Laurent.
One thing's for sure, not in Ohio anymore.
The scenes we're filming here in this little village are scenes that involve Daryl and Carol trying to find a way to get back to Paris to find Laurent. This village is composed entirely of old people. The young people went away or died during the apocalypse.
They all died of natural causes. None of them were killed by zombies. They died of old age. So a lot of the rot that we applied to the performers signified deterioration, not any sort of violent death.
Hey! Bonjour, Madame Picasse!
There's a sense of community in this village that has led them to this unusual decision to allow some of the people who have died and become walkers to continue to exist confined within their property. So It preserves a very strange, touching, but weird sense of community. It's one of a number of sort of signature Walker environments that we've created on the show.
Judgment. I see it in your eyes.
The trick with Janae is she is been a tremendous villain. So her death has to live up to the glory of her evil doings.
She really did believe she was doing the right thing for the community, you know, finding order, and that's it, it's gone. Oh!
We really wanted her death to be just completely horrific, painful, gut-wrenching.
It's a great death. It's a great death. It was the only way she could die from the monsters she created. She's gonna be one of them. It's a complete character. Her journey is complete. I'm proud of it.
They shot that separately, but I did see what Nicotero and his team came up with for when she really goes bananas on the ground.
And bladders.
It's horrifying.
We designed this animatronic head that we did several stages of makeup on Anne. It was funny, the phone calls I would have to call her from LA. Hey, I need really detailed photos of your teeth.
I'm in the south of France, in a very remote village.
Like, okay, get a ruler and put it next to your eyes.
We had to go to the town after to get just the ruler, and my husband was taking pictures of me in front of the kids who were like passing by going, that was very funny.
And of course, when she saw it, she's like, what are you going to do with that when you're done with it? I said, I don't know, probably end up in your house somewhere, maybe.
He told me not to say it. I'm so happy that I had this head.
How did you come to home?
It's a long story. When they talked about doing a spinoff, I had ideas, and they've just taken those ideas and made them something even better.
Action!
You're maintaining all of this history, but you're bringing it into a completely new world.
It is The Walking Dead, but it's a totally new version of it.
Being surrounded by all those walkers in the Eiffel Tower, it was magnificent.
We're constantly trying to do things that we haven't done before.
This is the first time The Walking Dead has done superpowered walkers.
It is wild to fight walkers in the gladiator battles that move like they do.
I hope they love it.
This is the exciting place that we find ourselves in, because we tell stories not just for ourselves, but for everybody in the whole world.
The season's full of surprises.
It's epic in scale. There's very heartbreaking moments. Some
You can only
insane
sleep
action.
at night and during thunderstorms. You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms.
Everyone else going, what?
I actually cannot wait to watch all the episodes when I get a chance.
There's no need to wait to buy your dream furniture. Once you've found your perfect piece, spread the cost interest-free for up to 3 years.
Dun 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 dun.
With no deposit. Discover style that lasts and grow your home with Oak Furniture Land today.
Free delivery on orders over £20.
This is dope as hell. Yeah, bitch! Ooh. Oh my god. Hey! He's like, am I delusional? Am I seeing things?
That's a great fucking epic moment right there.
Stop it!
Shit. I'm getting out of here. Come on.
No. It's just too late.
Not like this.
Just make sure he's okay.
We can do that together.
Make sure he's taken care of. Please. Please. Where's him?
This is bullshit. She should be going with them. And Daryl should be happy.
Daryl never gets to be happy.
Son of a bitch, dude.
And now he has to stab her in the brain so that she doesn't become a walker. She put the knife out.
Where are we going?
Let's go.
You know, I got somebody ready to take us home. A pilot for the plane back in Paris. Everybody misses you.
That's a shot.
Judith, I'll be so happy to have you come back. You knew her pretty well. Who's she talking about taking care of?
That's what.
Daryl, you gotta talk to her, bud.
Prononcé, Nietano.
Took that one.
What?
Daryl, maybe we should just head back here.
Not about the kid.
Said you Isabel was talking?
Yes, we told her we're supposed to meet us here. He was here. He looked this way.
Okay, hey. Let's find him together, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's fucking daytime.
He's in a very emotional and frantic state of mind right now.
Your pilot, what'd you do? Just load up the plane and fly all the way to Maine?
Stopped in Greenland to refuel. A whole other story.
Yeah.
You just left on a hunch, left everybody back home?
Yeah. Flew halfway around the world on a feeling. We're supposed to come back.
I was trying.
She's supposed to show up with a daughter, not a grown-ass man.
Something I need to tell you.
Yeah.
That pays off.
What?
It's a French word. It means place that makes you see things different.
Oh.
What? What?
Speaking French. Hey, you here? This is crazy.
It is. 100%.
Literally stupid.
Daryl. I'm so happy that these two are together.
I'm gonna die. Help me.
It is. 100%.
Literally.
Stupid.
Daryl. I'm so happy that these two are together.
I'm gonna die. Help me out. His name's Bedrock.
What's your name now?
He's the word.
He helped you find me?
Oh yeah, is she gonna be okay with that shit in her, like, in her system?
I don't think any of it got officially injected in. I think she got the needle out before.
Où est le garçon? Il est avec l'Américain?
Il avait gagné la bataille, mais c'est le garçon.
J'ai l'intention de gagner la guerre.
Our war should be with the dead, with hopelessness, with despair, not some innocent child.
Empathy. Not sure. I can see how you love this ship into submission. Do you think all this time I've been relying on only the truth? We found the nun.
She won't tell you anything.
Not anymore, no.
No, she's fucking dead, dude. You stabbed her, you dick.
Yeah. What did you think was gonna happen?
My boy escaped. I feared that God was protecting him from me. I doubted myself, even my faith. But I don't anymore, because I realize now that God was protecting him from you.
So, if I find the boy, it will prove God is on my side. Ratisser les environs, pas plus les bien loin. I wouldn't worry so much about the future. You don't have one.
Ooh.
You know, I never really went anywhere before.
We've been places.
I mean, when I was a kid, my dad had this old globe next to the TV and spin it around. Think how easy it would be to see the world.
Why didn't you?
Became a mom. It was my world.
Same.
You said on the radio that time someone came back. Who was it?
wasn't a person. It was a feeling. Everything at Commonwealth just got so quiet. All that old stuff came back like ghosts, so I got out of there.
What?
You're not gonna tell him about Rick and Michonne.
That whole tease of a message was a feeling? Okay.
Unless she just wants to be a surprise. Best Halloween decorations ever!
Damn, this is fucked up.
Dope as hell! I want all of them. Can we get that one on the side of the driveway? Just that one. Maybe that guy too. Maybe an upside.
I think we want the children to come to the house.
Yeah, man, scare the shit out of them. I'm just kidding.
Dude.
Yes, on a forklift.
Look at this.
Hell yeah.
This setup took a long time.
I love this shit so much. I need it.
Wow.
I need all of it.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, what is that sound?
Monsieur Dixon? Who the fuck are you? So Isabelle?
Bienvenue. MTD, these two.
The boys said you would come.
So maybe you'd stop pointing your fucking gun in my face, my dude?
I see they are. It's a big man fellow. Very nice.
And the boy, he asked me with a dish.
Okay.
Left on foot to buy? Yeah. Oh, by the car. I found out some car. Many. Maybe you can make one to work. We'll look in the morning.
That feels sketchy.
When's the last time any of these worked? Who can I remember? I learned to drive in this truck and learned a few other things too.
Oh, ew. These trucks are rocking. Oh, sorry.
This morning, guys, let me find a battery when it holds a charge. A few hoses.
Just go to, like, the, auto shop and get a battery that works, no problem.
This feels so sketchy.
I think that's just the lack of trust in you speaking.
You do?
I know, I don't trust these folks.
Having Laurent here.
They're way too nice.
Like you said, he's a really sweet kid. He's very fond of his Aunt Isabel. And Darley went on. And the way he talked about the two of you.
The two of you?
He didn't.
Why do I get the feeling you're trying to tell me something? Laura thinks that Daryl loves you but won't say it because if he says it, he won't be able to leave.
Does she think that's Isabel? Did they introduce themselves?
What the fuck? Put on his walking boots. PlayStation even creeps. The walkers have walkers.
Hey! Bonjour, Madame Ducasse! Hey! It's you, the baker. Very quiet.
Have they gone to Lululand like when we first met?
Princess?
Yeah.
There's only old people left in the village. Old people bury old people too hard. So when someone dies, we lock the gate and pay respect for him pass by.
Wow.
Evie says Laurent idolizes you.
She just spent one day with him.
Well, he made a big impression. Sounds like he's going to do really well at Commonwealth.
Oh, he's got friends in Paris. His battery stays with them.
It's your responsibility.
Maybe I don't want that.
Yes, you do. Stop it.
What about the kids back home?
This is different.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I don't want to lose him.
You end up like me? Is that what you're afraid of?
No, I ain't afraid of that.
Damn!
You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms. You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms. You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms.
Oh, thank you.
Stay on your toes, y'all.
Something feels very sketchy. Yes, right? Oh, is she? Oh, she's having a moment. She's having a thing. Sophia.
This is so brutal.
Oh, she does think that's Isabel. Okay.
What is it there? I had a little girl. I got to it. Do it.
ahead, give it some gas, just a little. Stop! Stop! I said a little.
It was a little.
No, that was too much.
Oh my god, stop fighting.
When you listen, if it sounds like it's too much, then it's too much.
Oh my god.
He seems very feisty right now with her.
Dude, that is so awesome. Hanging from a fucking branch or whatever the hell. Walk.
What the fuck is approaching? Oh shit.
This is not good. Are they gonna do something to this old man? Yeah, buddy.
I'm glad they didn't hurt them.
I know, but I'm worried.
It's from Judith. That was it.
That's sweet.
She didn't want me to go. Part of her knew I had to if there was a chance I could find you.
Judith is used to that.
Guess I'm just surprised you got so close to people here.
I didn't mean to. It's hard to explain, I guess.
Well, if you ever want to try.
I'm glad you came.
Me too.
Poor Daryl, he's going through it.
It's like every time Daryl gets close to someone, it's like, nope, sorry.
Best eggs I've ever had.
You have trouble. You have to give me some of this. You need a good eye and a lot of patience. Very hard to find.
Only for special occasions.
What's special? Their farewell?
Oh shit. Fucking knew it. Goddamn.
What do they offer you?
This is gonna be easy.
Oh boy. Oh, we're gonna actually try.
You don't survive by picking the losing side.
That's tough.
Would have done the same shit. You old fool. You've lost your humanity.
I get his point.
No, I totally do. But also, just...
They would just come and kill you.
I know, but there's
You
a
gotta protect.
child.
You gotta protect yourself.
But there's a child.
Come in. Okay.
Buckle up, girl.
Are you ready?
When I skip an ad, it takes me to another ad on YouTube. What the fuck?
You old fool. You've lost your humanity.
I get his point.
No, I totally do. But also, I just...
They would just come and kill you.
I know, but there's a child.
You gotta protect yourself.
But there's a child.
Buckle up, girl.
And plus, when I just started the video again to finish watching it, okay, I got an ad, and then skipped ad, gave me another ad, skipped that ad, went on to the actual video. A few seconds later, okay, gives me another ad. That's bollocks.
She did not like that reference.
Alors comment se fait-il que ces œufs soient encore chauds? Ils sont là quelque part.
On va fouiller la maison.
Non, qu'ils le fassent. S'il y a bien une chose dont les morts sont capables, c'est flairer les vivants.
This bitch. But also, Dee Dee knew how this was gonna go, and that's why she's like, I'm not going down without fighting about it. Yeah, Carol! Yeah, girl!
It's gonna make it hard to get out now, though.
Oh, shit, love her.
Instead of hunting for these folks, we should be trying to get away.
I know, but Carol, they're trying to protect Dee Dee and Theo. Shit. Daryl! Need your help, bud?
Do you know what else I've seen? The city of lights, gone dark, and where they fled to their villas and their chateaux. Some all over, devoured by the monsters they ate. 5 feet from me, on the other side of the glass.
You're not the only one, lady.
I know, right? Not everybody deals with trauma by making
I
it
don't know
war.
what kind of loss.
Yeah! What are you gonna do now?
What does it do to a human who's not turned? Nice shot putting it in a spot that she can't get to.
Oh my god. Dude.
Later, Janae. Nice knowing ya.
This is... Oh, shit.
Dude, that is gross.
My rug.
I would imagine she's still gonna turn because her brain is still intact, right? Damn, dude, that was...
No!
Oh, shit. Damn. I want to say it's like, well, you shouldn't have betrayed us, but they both would probably be dead if otherwise.
But Dee Dee wasn't gonna go down without a fight, and I love her.
I didn't think much of Isabel when I first met her.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
She needed my help. I needed a way home, so we made a deal.
Makes sense.
And the rod kind of became the glue that held us all together, you know?
Yeah, I do.
And I never, ever stopped trying to get home to you. So the longer I stayed here, the harder it got.
You loved her.
And now she's dead.
Madame Genet est morte, tuée par l'américaine.
She would have flew away, now she's gone. That isn't proof that God is at us.
God's way was not enough.
Oh, now you're gonna take over?
Neither is yours.
So now what?
Let me guess. It's my turn. Great.
All is forgiven, my friends.
Oh, now we're buddies? Oh, I feel bad for all these people. But the warriors too?
Let us merge our dreams for a better, stronger future. Ahead is the promised land.
Okay, everybody's into Lulu. everybody. Okay. Fuck this.
I was hoping the whole nest thing would kind of just be put to wraps when they got invaded by the superwalkers, but I guess not.
Nope.
They still got, I think there's 2 episodes left, and they got to get on a journey to find Laurent. They got to get back on the airplane, and
Hopefully Ash is still alive.
I mean, what is that conversation?
I could get sharpness 5.
Child who is a boy and Daryl who's a grown-ass man when Carol's like, I need to go find my daughter.
And look this happened to, oh my god. Crazy story.
And by the way,
I grew up with him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And this plane doesn't have enough seats for all of us, so
yeah.
Ash, you're staying in France, buddy.
Oh shit. Imagine.
I don't think that again, I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. It didn't look like that plane would be able to hold 4, let alone 3. It looked like a 2-seater.
Well, and then
maybe you could fit 2 grown-ups and an adult somewhere in there. But
I don't know. And then the guy, I'm so sorry, I forgot his name. The man that is with Laurent, like protecting him with the dope.
Deuces and the awesome
What are they
voice.
gonna do with him?
You're staying too, bud.
Fucked up.
We're gonna commandeer your jet and fly the 3 of us back to America. You guys can deal with this new whatever they got going on at the nest. So I'm very disappointed that Isabel did not make it. She and Daryl, specifically Daryl, I mean, he's had such bad luck through all of this. Like, why couldn't we keep her alive?
But it makes sense now because there's not enough spots in the plane.
I mean, they can figure it out, but it's just I hate being right sometimes, and just something jumped out at me with the whole tattoo and that shot from the last episode. The kiss, we talked about the kiss of death, and them having that moment, just, it was all building towards it, but I was hoping that Daryl would be able to have his happy ending at some point.
Hey, stop it. Get your mind out of the gutter. You stop. You thought of it too.
I guess his happy ending is going to have to come with someone else.
That's what the happy ending.
No
one's getting massages around here, okay?
And then the whole, who were you referencing when they came back? It was a thought, a feeling, like, what?
That was fucked.
I'm
pissed about that.
I need to do some homework on the timeline, because was Carol there when Rick and Michonne came back, or was she already on this? Like, the timelines of the spin-offs, I gotta look it up, because I know...
You don't say that stuff.
Yeah.
You don't say, they came back. A ghost?
Yeah, a feeling?
Ghost.
Like, that...
Stop it.
That reveal was very disappointing.
Honestly. And maybe she's like, waiting until they get back and to not ruin the surprise. What if you don't make it back?
I gotta check the timelines.
You're gonna make it back because this, what are we watching?
I know the Negan show, I think, is ahead of all these other ones in terms of timeline. I'm not sure where this one lines up with the...
Daryl Dixon, going for a place called the Commonwealth. It's in America. I went out looking for something, and all I found was trouble. If I don't make it back, I want to know I tried. Hell, I'm still trying.
The Ones Who Live has been put up to the enormous task of bringing back the former main character of The Walking Dead, Rick Grimes. Rick led a large cast of incredible characters through what used to be one of the most popular dramas on all of television. For 8 years, we watched him go on an odyssey that turned him into one of the most interesting and well-written characters in all of television history. Rick Grimes has consistently been amazing to watch. But in 2018, Rick's last episode aired, and he fucking died.
But not really. He gets to fly away to a
He
mysterious
fucking
unknown place.
died.
It was a beautifully tragic episode, and a perfect send-off to allow the actor Andrew Lincoln to go spend some much-deserved time with his family. This leads me to today, 6 years later, a little more time than that in the story. After all this time, Rick Grimes is returning to the screen. This new AMC show has one episode to explain why this character, who we've seen cheat death and carve his own path hundreds of times over, has not been able to return home after all this time. The things that he values most are the people he loves, his family, especially Michonne and his daughter Judith. Can this show justify in story this much time spent away? Is there any way they can manage these impossibly high expectations that Rick's return will bring all in the space of one episode? Yes.
I'm getting there. I'm getting home. Or I'm dying. That's it.
Episode 1 of The Ones Who Live is incredible, the best we've seen of The Walking Dead in ages. Succinct storytelling, intriguing world building, it doesn't drag at all, it just gets you invested right away. Admittedly, it has the occasional corny moment.
I should thank you instead of throwing glasses at you.
But overall, it's just so satisfying. So what's been keeping Rick? Well, the group that's taken him is the CRM, a big bad organization that's been foreshadowed in The Walking Dead as early as 2017, even earlier if you count the helicopters we've seen since season 2. In this episode seems to justify all the hype. This is the largest surviving organization in the world, comprised of 3 cities and over 200,000 people. The one Rick's stuck in is based in Philadelphia, and their whole deal is secrecy. They don't want anyone who isn't there to know that it exists, so if you enter, you never get to leave. If you learn about its existence, you have 2 options, join or die. Rick has tried to escape this place over the years over and over again, but he's spitefully given up and has been molded into something new. This character, Okafor, who you will need subtitles to understand,
I am going to help you become part of Force Command within the CRM,
is largely responsible for molding this spitefully brainwashed new version of Rick. He's an interesting and tragic character that seems to be lost in the mission that he's created for himself, and he's pulled Rick into that mission. He wants to change the CRM from the inside. This episode ends with some fresh new Rick lore with a flashback to Rick's childhood that he's explaining to Okafor. It's pretty neat, and then it's suddenly interrupted by incredibly gory The Boys type violence. It's crazy. An explosive, gory reunion. Hey, Michonne! I cannot overstate how enthusiastically optimistic this episode made me for the rest of the show. It was beyond phenomenal. It clearly has a movie budget because everything looks so stunning. The writers seem to have a hold on what makes Rick tick, what it would take to brainwash him to keep him from home, to get him to join this organization. It was exciting, it was heartbreaking, it was genuinely shocking, and man, it was just good TV. And it was a shame to see Okafor go, but I was sure this show would introduce more interesting characters as it goes. Daryl Dixon's show saw the value in introducing new side characters and fleshing them out, so I was sure this one would too. Episode 2 was also really damn good. We fill in the gaps of Michonne's story while also showcasing her determination. We see the adventure she went on while looking for Rick, and we see more parts of the world and more factions in the apocalypse and how they seem to work. Again, it's just more really interesting world building and lore within this universe. She begins to travel with these side characters, most notably Nat, and we get invested in their stories. Michonne creates emotional bonds with them, and now they all want to see her make it to Rick to find the lost man. Then we see her get directly affected by the CRM before she even knows what it is, because a helicopter pulls up and just starts gassing everyone that they're traveling with, and then everyone but her and Nat dies, which is rough. Because of that, they decide to shoot the next helicopter that they see out of the sky, but oh, it was the one that Rick was in episode 1. So they kill everyone Rick's with, and then bam, it's reunion time. And for a moment, this reunion is really beautiful. It's touching. It's like, this is what we've been waiting to see for so many years, and then bam, kill the side character. You know when the helicopter you were in just got blown up and you're just on the ground on death's door and you're like, oh, what should I do with these last moments of my life? Oh, I should kill this stranger. That's this guy, I guess. Well, this could be seen as like a bold writing choice to change things up and keep you on your toes. I think it's the exact opposite. Nat's inclusion in this story would have provided challenges that I think were needed in these coming episodes, more complicated problems to solve in the CRM. And this is also the second episode in a row where we got a really interesting side character who got killed off before they were really truly fleshed out. It seems like these guys are just vehicles to get Rick and Michonne together, who are disposed of the moment that happens. We don't need you anymore. You serve no narrative value. God forbid these characters whose survival and humanity can be credited to Community have any allies other than each other. Episode 3 is where the quality starts to significantly deteriorate, which is a fun trend I've noticed in these Walking Dead spin-offs. At this point in watching the show, I wasn't ready to admit it to myself. Rick's comeback had been so explosive and incredible that my expectations for the rest of the series were still so high. But here I was, struggling to continue to justify those expectations.
You're a hero. With a shit haircut.
This episode was boring and frustrating. There's such an immense amount of talking between every single character except for Michonne and Rick. Exposition dumps here, there, and everywhere, but no time for the one conversation I'm actually interested in hearing. I want to see Rick explain why he's been stuck there for so long and what he's hoping to accomplish now that he realized he can't leave. I want to see Michonne tell Rick about his son that he doesn't know he has, how badass Judith has become, or any number of stories that have happened in The Walking Dead over these years that he hasn't been around for. But they get nothing but these brief, fleeting conversations where they either bicker about surface level things or kiss. Just communicate, you assholes. I feel like I'm watching Love Island. Michonne also seems to be fed up with this stupid problem because at the end of the episode she throws both of them out of a helicopter.
I don't know if we'll be back.
Episode 4 is fucking unbearable. It's a good thing they jumped out of that helicopter because it crashes into the side of a building, so they go take shelter inside of that building. It's so sad and unsatisfying to see the way Rick finds out he has a son is in the heat of an argument.
Oh, here. Why don't you give another masterpiece for your children?
Children? You said children.
They bicker for 20 minutes and then Michonne throws a fit and decides to leave.
I have to go. You're lying.
Then a CRM helicopter comes and blows up the one that crashed because secrecy, gotta delete the evidence, you know. This is great because now it'll look like to the CRM that Rick and Michonne got blown up, but let's go back to bickering for a minute.
I don't even have a weapon, Commando, so how are we supposed to get past all those walkers? Goddamn defensive position.
Commando? Really?
Let's also explore the lore of whoever was in this random building before, even though it has no plot or thematic relevance and will never come up again. Then let's fight about walker kills like we're teenagers in an Enemies to Lovers Disney Channel show.
I had this.
The building is actively collapsing, by the way. Okay, we've made it to a safe room. Now is the perfect time to talk. Okay, now let's talk. It only took an hour and a half of screen time, but Rick and Michonne finally had the conversation I've been waiting for them to have since the moment they were reunited. Let's go! They talk about the kids, Michonne talks about the fun time she had to kill some kids in the main show, and Rick finally explains why he couldn't come back, and that he's still afraid of losing her. It's an interesting and moving conversation. What's that? I've just received word that the building started actively collapsing again during the conversation.
You gotta get out of here.
No.
Michonne.
We need to decide what's next. Right now.
This place is going down.
Sit, Rick. We're not moving until we decide.
What? Here we are, over a decade into an apocalypse, 2 characters who will do anything to survive, who have 2 children waiting for them back home, by the way. We must remain inside this collapsing building until our relationship problems have been solved. This makes sense. Shot, reverse shot, shot, reverse shot, shot, reverse shot, Carl, shot, reverse shot. For 6 minutes, they gamble with their lives.
Carl.
Sit on the bed. Makes sense. Shot, reverse shot, shot, reverse shot, shot, reverse shot, Carl, shot, reverse shot. For 6
Carl.
minutes, they gamble with their lives so they can sit on the bed and have this conversation.
You.
And they finally decide.
Oh, damn.
And also, by the way, this building is stupid and doesn't make sense.
Elevator has 10 minutes left of reserve power. System
seems like a good time for a car ad. I swear to you, there was like a "this episode is brought to you by Nissan" thing that played before and after the episode, but I can't find that or any articles about it anywhere because no one cared about this show. But this stupid thing just stands out so harshly. It doesn't fit. Get this out of here, dude.
They made a stick shift electric car and left tanks of ethanol in the backseat.
The hybrid. Shop at ChooseNissan.com or your local Nissan dealer.
Got out of there just in time. Seeing that bright-ass yellow car is the thing that finally brought me out of my denial phase. This show sucks now.
Rick's behavior is so erratic and bizarre and uncharacteristic and hurtful that I think she has no other alternative but to pull him out of a helicopter.
I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you said that.
Your preferred temperature will be reached in 10 minutes.
Episode 5 is corny, stupid, Rick Schoen fanfiction that just might do numbers on Wattpad. Have the writers not seen The Walking Dead? I don't know what's going on.
The only people in danger of being killed, well, it isn't the helpers here.
Why don't you just promise, and we'll believe you.
Okay.
Why are they acting like that and talking like that? Oh my god. They've never been like this. If you've seen my video on Dead City, you know the thing that drove me the craziest is when they tried to portray Negan in the state that he was in when he was a fan favorite, without actually understanding why that worked. They tried to make him the scary, crass, commanding person that he is when he's first introduced, when there's no context to back up that portrayal of him. A similar thing is happening here. In The Walking Dead, Rick and Michonne are badasses who don't take no for an answer.
Not all of them. We're keeping 10 for ourselves to find more.
5,
10.
6,
10.
9. And the cat back.
20. I keep the cat. We get you the guns. We fight together. Say yes.
What?
20. I keep the cat. We get you the guns. We fight together.
I eat the cat.
And the cat back.
20. I keep the cat. We get you the guns. We fight together. Say yes.
Say yes. No.
Yes.
They command the situations that they're in, and we as an audience easily believe it, both because of the context around these situations and characters and the amazing acting and directing that makes it land. This show is lacking all of that. The writers don't know what makes these two work as a couple or as survivors. This is just generic action movie dynamic duo nonsense. What the hell happened since episode 1? Jadis time.
Nobody knows she's here.
She missed her chance. Should have killed us while we were sleeping.
No, she has you handcuffed and is pointing loaded guns at you. The only reason she wouldn't be able to kill you is if the writing was really bad. This show found a really creative way to tell you that Rick and Michonne are a powerful duo who can do anything together. And that's have Jadis tell you that over and over again.
You two together? You can do anything.
Jada seems to hold this opinion pretty strongly. She must have seen them do some crazy stuff. But I wanted to be sure, so I went back and looked through every single episode of The Walking Dead that Jadis is in. According to my findings, here's a complete list of everything that Jadis saw Rick and Michonne do together. They got some guns. They went and looted some guns. They got a boat out of a museum. That was a big one. Ezekiel almost died for no reason. And they rode on horses. That was it. That's all. Thank you, Jadis. The sentiments behind her worldview and her art are the only good things in this episode, and I'm glad she at least has that, considering how insultingly unceremonious her death was. She's been such an important part of this franchise since she was first introduced. She's our window into the CRM. She's the most interesting part of some otherwise unbearable shows. It just felt so empty to see her go like this. Also, Where the hell did Rick's empathy go? His whole deal during his send-off was a desire for peace and to not kill. Rick cycled through so many phases of is murder okay in the apocalypse, and to put him all the way back to totally indifferent, that's a big jump. That's something that would take a lot of gravitas to pull off, which, to be clear, this show does not have. I understand he's in survival mode, and I'm not really saying he's in the wrong, but I just find it really out of character for him to not even be batting an eye at any of it. Anyways, he proposes, they make out, and then they head back to the CRM to put a stop to their evil plan. Episode 6, it's all over already, I guess. I had some predictions going in for how this episode would go, assuming there would be a season 2. In episode 3, Rick was meant to get a meeting with the CRM where they would explain their whole deal, all their secrets, all their plans, but then Michonne threw them out of a helicopter, so he never got to that meeting. One of my theories for how this finale might play out was Rick would get the meeting and then want to stay for one reason or another. This wouldn't be ideal because it would naturally cause so much conflict between Rick and Michonne that if it were to happen, it should have happened in episode 3. Oh, it should have happened in episode 3. It would have made so much sense. But regardless, I didn't expect to be satisfied with the season finale. I thought surely we'd get a cliffhanger. The CRM has been built up as a big bad in this universe for a very long time, through cryptic messages and outright depictions spanning across multiple seasons and years and shows. I understand that the takedown of the CRM is going to happen in season 2 at the very earliest, because there's no way that 2 people on their own are going to dismantle the largest and most corrupt organization in existence in one episode. One day. Right? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me walk you through this, the same as I did in Dead City. A scathing breakdown of the episode that cannot possibly be good for my health to go over. And let me remind you that going into this show, I loved this world. I loved these characters. Rick Grimes, you're breaking my heart. Let's get into it.
Rick Grimes.
Rick's giving himself up to the CRM, so they take him to the secret meeting where they tell him all their secret little secrets. While you're doing that, Michonne's gonna sneak in somehow. This place, over 200,000 people, no one ever gets in or out? Yeah, she sneaks in, no problem. She's gonna find Jadis's document that has all their info on it so the CRM can't find them and hunt them down. After this, they're gonna leave and go home. This will work because they can do anything together. Editor's note, this clip is kind of crazy. They're implying that Michonne sees this guy coming, and without him noticing, she just scales this entire tree in the army suit that she's in. Seconds, so, you know, okay. Then they both simultaneously find out that the CRM, for the sake of secrecy and saving the human race, is going to start wiping out all of the people outside of the city. Like, literally all of them. They're gonna call it the March. As you do.
Children will be airlifted away from 3 school sites. It will result in an evacuation of possibly 10% of the children in the city before the area is gassed and its population is liquidated.
And in 18 hours, we will take our final action to leave us as the supreme force on this continent, maybe the world.
This will save the human race somehow. Thousands of soldiers agree.
This force will take over the civic republic. We will begin our march on the countryside. The next world will begin. And through that, somehow, some way, we will survive.
So Rick kills this guy.
We're not dead. You are.
Then Rick and Michonne find each other and decide it's time to take this whole place down.
We are back. And this is the shit we do.
So the thousands of soldiers are having what looks like a graduation ceremony before they go on their fun genocide mission. Directly behind them, in a tent that has nobody in it, sits all of their explosive canisters of gas that they're gonna use. Without anyone noticing, Rick and Michonne sneak in there with a bunch of grenades and 2 walkers. They rig the grenades to go off when the walkers walk away and pull all the pins. This works. Despite being right next to this explosion, Rick and Michonne survive with no injuries by getting underneath a flag. Uh-oh, there's one single survivor. She has a gas mask on. It's Thorn.
There's Thorn.
Who's Thorn?
Thorn is a prisoner turned soldier for the CRM the same way Rick was. Directly at the gate of episode 1, we see how alike she is to Rick in terms of will to fight and a will to live. Okafor pulls both Thorn and Rick aside to deliver his teachings. They rise through the ranks and work on a high level of the CRM together. We learn that she has a lover as well, one that she was desperately fighting to get back to. One that she has given up on ever seeing again. She is the one that convinced Rick to fully give up on ever finding Michonne. Leslie Ann Brandt came on set to eat up the narrative. Thorn felt like a setup to be Rick's narrative foil. Someone who is all grit and willpower and love now has to face a seemingly immovable force. Where they diverge is Michonne is still alive and fighting for Rick, while Thorn's lover is, as far as we know, dead. Michonne is supposed to bring Rick back, and Thorn is supposed to be left for dead because that's the way it goes. The saved live and the lost die because that's the way the trope tropes. For the record, I know Negan was supposed to be Rick's narrative foil, but that was mostly for their leadership styles. Thorn felt like the foil of the raw, vulnerable version of Rick that we've become accustomed to when he's with Michonne. She became a foil of who he was as an individual, not as a leader. Unfortunately, Thorn falls flat. She ends up being nothing more than a minor antagonist with wasted potential. Thorn died with her last words being used to recognize that she was so wrong, and Michonne and Rick get to reign victorious as long as they can prevent Beale's predictions.
Our modeling shows that non-necrotic human life, people, now have 14 or so years left on this planet.
Why mirror her to Rick, only for her to die off screen and then just focus on Michonne and Rick's reactions, or rather complete lack thereof? They stick around so she can deliver her 2 sentences and then just run off with her mask. Rick has spent over 6 years with Thorn as a comrade, and he has nothing to say to her in her final moments, after he had a whole monologue and a half for Beale. Like, Beale was for sure an important person and antagonist, but Thorn deserved better. I suppose it could be argued that Rick's lack of reaction towards Thorn's death could be because he didn't really care about her, etc. etc. And while I believe he didn't wholeheartedly trust her because at the end of the day she was willingly part of the CRM, the whole backstory bonding couldn't have been for nothing. What was the point of the character set up otherwise? At this point, all I can hope for is some Scream franchise rules where because she didn't die on screen, she isn't like dead. Am I implying a redemption arc? No. Get real. Thorn had all the angst and tragedy required to become a major antagonist. Someone lost and desperate the way we previously saw Rick, but with no Michonne of her own to pull her out of it. I want the drama, I want the pain, because she would have been a phenomenal candidate in showing what Rick really could have been like without Michonne. So here's to hoping for Thorn's return. She had so much potential and it was wasted and lost. So back to Danny on what happens next.
Oh. There's no next, that's it. All the bad guys died, every single one of them.
All casualties of the incident connected with the shocking revelations regarding all their operations and activities, the CRC voted unanimously for emergency oversight over the remaining forces of the CRM. Infantry units did not participate in the atrocities perpetrated by these highest levels of the CRM, thus presenting hope for immediate reform.
Good guys took over. All the bad things ended, a bunch of good things started, bad done. Good thrive.
Citizens are now free to leave at will, and the city will now welcome new citizens as they may arrive.
They go home. I wonder if Rick finally reuniting with his children will be as amazing and heartwarming of a moment as it should be.
I knew you'd come back. I believed.
Okay, this is the most disappointing, unsatisfying conclusion of any show or movie I have ever watched in my entire life. They just wrapped everything up in a neat little bow in 5 minutes. I don't know, dude. What are we doing here? This is The Walking Dead, not The Chronicles of Narnia. You can't pretend to be Game of Thrones when you want to be Lord of the Rings. You're allowed to pick one, but it doesn't work if you try to do both. Oh, everything just kind of worked out when nothing's ever just kind of worked out for this group in the past. Remember when this was going to be 3 movies? There were going to be 3 Rick movies, and they did this garbage instead. They could have fleshed this out, but no, they just... It's over. What a horrific letdown. I'm still so sad about it. I don't know. What do you mean? Like, as for the future of The Walking Dead, I'm out. They should have just kept the show going if they wanted to do all this. Congratulations, you managed to lose me. I stuck around when Glenn died. I stuck around when everyone was miserable and depressed and hopeless for like 30 hours straight because Negan was being like that. I stayed when Rick left. I stayed when Michonne left. I stayed when Princess showed up. Awful Carol storylines, botching Maggie's character, weak arcs, cheesy moments, and plot holes galore in the final season. And I stuck around because there was just enough good stuff to make it worth it. It's gone. Even my light gave out. I'm done. But, you know, watch it for yourself. Form your own opinions. Write your own reviews, in fact, because reading those is how I'm going.
New spin-offs coming. 2 brand new spin-offs are confirmed.
It all started.
Maybe one with Morgan or Gabriel and that.
2 brand new spin-offs have been confirmed for the Walking Dead universe during New York Comic-Con by Scott Gimple. And now in today's video, I'm just going to be discussing about these 2 new spin-offs, what they could be, and what characters could be in these spin-offs. So please stay tuned. And now, before we actually get into the video, I'd like to ask you all to like, share, and subscribe. And again, thank you guys so much for the growth. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. And I'd like to apologize for the very long break I had. It's been about 12 days since I uploaded, and I really wanted to cover the New York Comic Con stuff when that news came out, but I was actually out of the city for some other family stuff, so I just wasn't able to make any videos nor stay on top of the news. So I apologize for that, but I will assure you all I will be making more videos about The Walking Dead going forward at a more constant pace. But yeah, other than that, let's get right into the video. And now, before I get into the theories, I wanted to make some things clear that these 2 new spin-offs aren't continuations of existing spin-offs, such as Dead City Season 3, Daryl Dixon Season 4, or The Ones Who Live Season 2, right? These are 2 brand new spin-offs, which
Season 4 of Daryl Dixon's already been confirmed anyway, so...
I want to start off with the most obvious pick, which...
No.
within the next year.
Okay, I'm not ending the stream yet. I'm just going toilet, but just sit tight. I'll be back in like a few minutes.
Announcing that you know, these spin-offs are going to get wrapped up, right? If The Ones Who Live has a season 2, they have to wrap that up. If they have to wrap up Gerald Dixon season 3, and, Dead City season 3, if that has a season 3. So there is a long way to go when it comes to a crossover spin-off. But is it likely? Yes, it is very likely. And of course, a lot of fans want to see a movie, right? And I'm one of those fans. But it makes more sense for this to be a proper show on AMC Plus, and that's because they have much more leniency on AMC Plus, right? Their own platform, and also they could tell a much longer story, right? They could tell a more cohesive story, and they could also make multiple seasons of it, and also they could brand this as an unofficial Walking Dead Season 12, right? Or if they just call it straight up Walking Dead Season 12, and I think that would be very great for the marketing. It would have a lot of eyes on it, and a lot of people would watch it for sure, and that's because Rick Grimes, Daryl, and Negan are going to come together in one big spin-off, and I think that is a huge moneymaker, but at the end of the day, that is the end game of this universe. So, like I mentioned before, this thing is not going to be announced anytime soon, but it is going to happen. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I'd like to ask you all to like, share, and subscribe. And again, thank you guys so much for the growth. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. And I'd like to ask you all to like this video as much as you guys can. It helps a ton. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching.
Sleep is for the weak. Why sleep in, bro? Stay awake till you've absorbed all my knowledge. Sign up to my online.
Okay.
I want you to sleep. But our mattresses with a 10-year guarantee do.
Season 10 kicks off with a rusty old Russian satellite in Earth's orbit, a visual which immediately piqued my interest. Back down on Earth, everyone is doing these medieval-style training drills for killing walkers, which looks to be overcomplicating a task that most people have become professionals at. When the kids return from the beach to show off their shell collections, Judith sees that they found a Whisperer mask, putting the community on yellow alert. They search the area, keeping within the perimeter line dictated by the Whisperers. But for a while now, no Whisperers have been seen guarding the perimeter. Aaron is at the point where he's fed up of these borders. He crosses into their territory to take out a walker.
Well, that was stupid. We agreed not to cross their borders or to start anything without a reason.
It makes me wonder how I would behave in this situation. Would you keep on your side of the fence if you felt no one was guarding the other side? And as Aaron rightly points out, no one saw the Whisperers migrating out or migrating back. So for all they know, the Whisperers could have died in the storm. There's a couple of character changes to cover off, so let's do that real quick. Rosita and Sadiq had their baby, and we see Eugene going overboard, making sure that the baby's progress is tracked. He also tries to take a peek at Rosita's boob whilst breastfeeding. I don't even know what to say about that. Carol is now a sea dog, and that's not me being mean. There's a chapter about her called Sea Dog. And weirdly, when she comes back from a long sea voyage, she shares a very awkward greeting from Ezekiel. So I'm guessing they're no longer a couple. And Negan is now allowed out of his cell during work hours, so he can farm the crops.
Negan, get back to work.
With no sign of the Whisperers anywhere, the community start to relax. But then they go straight back to yellow alert when the Russian satellite goes boom in the air. The satellite crashes in the Whisperers' territory, but the community decide to cross the line, because this fire could devastate the land for everyone if not controlled. And they spend a good amount of time trying to fight the fire. I can't lie, I did get a bit bored during this part, so let's just skip to when the fire's put out. I'm just eager to learn what this satellite's all about, and Eugene echoes my anticipation.
We should excavate and transport this satellite to our vehicles. I believe there may be invaluable technological implications for our communities.
Carol and Daryl spend some time together, talking about different places they could run off to, like New Mexico, wondering if that part of the world has the same problems they have here. While Carol looks out over the place where Alpha used to keep the herd, she spots Alpha walking out into the clearing. This episode is entirely dedicated to Alpha, Beta and Lydia's past, and I love it. In the early days, we see Alpha before she was called Alpha, running with Lydia to escape some walkers, and I like how we can also see her mocking their mouth movements to blend in. They take shelter in this building, currently occupied by Beta, but he's not called Beta yet. Initially, he's unfriendly towards Alpha, insisting that she keeps to her quarters and is gone by the morning. But she ends up staying for longer, and Beta starts to appreciate her survival skills and calmness in the face of death. She also helps Beta in letting go of his best friend, who turned Walker a while back. And so now he wears his face skin and also a smiley t-shirt to carry on his honour or something. They establish a rule between each other to not give each other names, so they simply refer to each other by A and B, which immediately establishes a hierarchy. Now, looking at a giant like this, that could easily snap Alpha like a twig, you'd think that he would refuse the lower rank. But this is testament to the idea that just because you're the strongest physically speaking, you might still yearn to follow someone who is mentally stronger. Alpha has shown him the way forward, and from here, he silently agrees to be her strongman Beta. Alpha is appearing to be sympathetic towards the mother who gave up her baby, but then the mother's emotions get the best of her, and she almost causes a catastrophe to the pack when she sacrifices herself and tries to bring Alpha down with her.
See how BK right straight off the bone? Right off the bone.
Back at the camp, Beta catches Alpha crying over Lydia. She told the Whisperers that she killed Lydia, but this outburst reveals the truth to her second-in-command.
She's my daughter. She's my baby. I could not kill her.
As they have such a history of trust with each other, Beta agrees to keep this information to himself, remembering that she helped him when he was feeling vulnerable, and so the honourable thing to do here is return the favour. The sister of the aggrieved mother is the one who saved Alpha's life, and for this sacrifice she gets promoted to the status of Gamma. The Whisperers see smoke rising from their territory, so they know the group have trespassed, and we see from Alpha's perspective now walking out of the clearing and looking up at Carol. Alexandria is pushing back waves of walkers, and at first they believe it to be the actions of the Whisperers, but then Gamma comes along and says, no, it's not us, but you guys are going to have to come to the border to answer for your trespassing. When they arrive, Michonne tries hoodwinking them by saying that they only crossed once in order to put out the fire for their mutual benefits, but Alpha calls bullshit as she knows they crossed the border 3 times, one of the times being during the storm. I failed to see how they kept watch during the storm, considering that you couldn't see 10 feet in front of you, but whatever.
We are always watching.
Alpha says their punishment is that they have to sacrifice more land to the Whisperers, which Carol tries to contest with a gunshot, but Michonne stops her and they agree to the proposal. Aaron is forced to take Negan out with him on their mission to clear out walkers. I say forced because Aaron is still riding the Negan hate train. They end up in a spiteful back and forth about Aaron losing Eric and Negan losing the human version of Lucille, and this comment almost pushes Negan over the edge.
You want to say something?
Aaron is temporarily blinded by the hogweed that covered the walker, and so now he can't see where Negan ran off to. He stumbles into this house where Negan sits in the dark, silently observing his stumbling around as he continues the search. Aaron is about to be eaten, but then Negan steps in to save him, showing once again that he is a changed person, but talking about his wife in a less than complimentary manner will not be tolerated. He will shut that shit down. Ever since Henry died, Carol's been losing sleep, and it's gotten to the point where she's hallucinating his ghost. Daryl and some others become aware of her hallucinations, so when she reports that she saw the Whisperers, Michonne is inclined to believe that she actually didn't. But actually, she did see the Whisperers, and we see them at the end of the episode turning into a walker. I've got to say, I've really enjoyed this season so far. Despite the rocky first episode, the writing seems a lot more interesting, and I feel invested in some of these characters again. Like Sadiq, for example. He's struggling to perform his doctor duties with his PTSD that he's been suffering with ever since the Whisperers took out his friends. You can sense the guilt he feels in surviving. The key word for this episode is struggle. The song they play at the start and at the end of the episode perfectly captures the mood of some of the characters' struggle. The song is not my particular cup of tea, but it's a quality song that you might like. The Hilltop are forced into action when a tree crushes a wall, and the Season 9 new guys struggle to keep the walkers from flooding in.
We need help! No time. Hey! Stay out here, we die. Everybody! Go!
Once the battle is over, Magna lashes out at Yumiko for being too controlling, and it's here that we learn that Yumiko was her lawyer in the past life. So for the first time I find myself being interested in their story. Lydia is struggling to fit in with the community, with some people still giving her shit for her connection with the Whisperers.
Right, no, she kicks your ass out. I just agree.
As a fellow outsider, she confides in Negan for advice, and he starts feeling a protective duty towards her. This escalates to the key event of this episode, where he saves Lydia from the town bullies, but then he realises that, oops, he killed one of them. Daryl then struggles to keep the peace, knowing that fairness will be overshadowed by emotions, as the pitchfork-wielding crowds declare this accident as a murder. Luckily, Gabriel still holds his position as head councillor, and says that the council shall sleep on their votes before they decide to kill Negan for this alleged crime. But when the morning arrives, he's gone. Lydia tries taking the blame so that she can be locked away for her safety, an idea of which Daryl agrees to. We also get this moment where Ezekiel is standing on the edge considering taking himself out, but Michonne is there to offer the emotional support that he's needed for so long. He kisses her and then quickly apologises, suggesting it to be an act of stupidity, but I don't know, I think they'd be good for each other right now.
That was a mess. It's not the top of my game, just so you know.
I haven't kissed anyone over 4 feet in the last 6 years, so...
Did Morgan come up?
4 feet in the last 6 years, so...
Did Morgan come up with this episode title? It is what it always is. That's my best attempt at a Morgan voice. Speaking of Morgan, I neglected to mention that he left the show at the end of Season 8. Yeah, I know, I don't miss him either.
Thanks, bye.
The episode opens with Kelly out in the woods hunting a boar, and she's got some pains in her ears from tinnitus or something. And then she goes all dizzy when a wolf is about to chomp down on her. Out in the woods, Negan gets caught up by one of the Alexandrites, but it turns out he's an ex-saviour who still secretly supports Negan, even gifting him his old jacket back to try and bring the old Negan back. Negan plays along out of politeness, with maybe a touch of sincerity, a small part of him longing to be respected.
Oh.
Later, they hear screams from inside a bus, and Negan rushes in to save the day. But then the saviour boy says we should go out and find where their camp is, so we can raid it and take it over like the good old days. Negan, not wanting his old lifestyle back, orders the kid to go back home, and he spends some time getting to know the young lad and his mother.
I told Brandon to get lost. Not the best co-pilot if you catch my drift. You don't catch my drift at all, do you? You've never been on a plane.
When he returns with some firewood, he sees that the saviour boy has also returned and killed his new friends. This sends Negan into a rage.
I passed, right? I am Negan!
Placing him at the point of no return now, because that makes 2 Alexandrites he's killed. He was perfectly justified in both cases, but the pitchfork-wielding mob won't care about that detail. Ezekiel goes to the doctor about a lump in his neck, which, due to his family history, is no doubt thyroid cancer. So maybe the end is near for him. Daryl and Kelly's friends find her in the woods, somehow still alive. Yeah, this is The Walking Dead. I've given up asking questions. It's revealed here that Magna stole the food that went missing from the hilltop, and she did this because apparently she still doesn't trust them. Oh god, I want to question it so bad. This episode had some mid-parts, but overall still enjoyable. And the ending is very interesting, where Negan goes out in search of the Whisperers, for reasons we're soon to find out. Carol and Daryl head off to try and take the Whisperers on by themselves. An expected move on their part, but it did make for some interesting conversation, where Daryl finally talks about his romantic interests. How these two haven't pointed yet is beyond me. Carol asks if he and Connie are an item, but he says what's the point? Which, considering how fleeting relationships are in this world, that is a pretty good point he's making. But I've got to imagine he's got a hell of a mojo back up, if you catch my drift. I can't imagine it's easy finding the privacy to perform the devil's handshake, so with all of this pent-up passion, why hasn't he tried it with anyone? It turns out Carol wasn't being straight with Daryl when she made plans to come here, as her goal was to capture a Whisperer to hold them prisoner. Negan applies to join the Whisperers, and immediately Beta can't stand him. He's loud, he's egotistical, he basically embodies the exact opposite of the word whisper.
You cannot be trusted. To smoke screen.
Alpha ignores Beta's concerns and commands him to put Negan through the trials, and we get a montage of Negan digging a huge cooking pit, and he's the one who has to slaughter the pig for the feast. This montage is accompanied by an upbeat tune, which matches Negan's clowning around attitude.
It's just like a Beta with benefit situation. He's like a little Omega on the side. Respect the Alpha.
Beta says Negan's still not worthy to eat with them, but one of the Whisperers gives him food in appreciation for his efforts. So clearly, Beta is losing his influence on the group, with the group no doubt picking up on his differences with Alpha. Beta kills the rebellious Whisperer, and leaves Negan to fend off a crowd of walkers. But he returns triumphantly, and formally presents himself to Alpha.
We haven't formally met, but I sure as hell know who you are. I'm all in. Whatever you want, whatever I got, it's yours.
There's quite a nice moment where Eugene makes contact with a mysterious woman on the radio, and they share stories about their similar experiences in the before times.
The most vivid memory of an ice cream shop with the most marvelous batch of black raspberry ice cream.
In the doctor's office, there's another flu outbreak to deal with, and for some reason they decide to keep Rosita's baby in the same room as the sick people. Yeah, maybe don't do that. Captured Whisperer, but his PTSD is going into overdrive in face-to-face with the enemy. Also facing the enemy and hoping to build bridges is Aaron. But he does recognise that she's likely out here to get intel in Alexandria, and this is why he's keeping the conversation focused on personal stuff. She eventually walks away, fearing that she might grow attached to him as a friend, which will mean that she fails her mission given by Alpha. Back to the prisoner, Carol tries to win him over with a delicious jam sandwich.
What's it gonna be? Honey or jam? Strawberry? Or apple?
Hilariously, he chews it up and spits it back in her face. Since he wasn't a fan of that jam, Carol sees that he likes a thumb jammed right into his fresh wounds. And since he wasn't a fan of that particular sandwich, she gives him a knuckle sandwich, in the hopes that that will persuade him to talk.
I would never betray Alpha. She rescued me. She protects me.
Later on, before they could get any decent info out of him, he gets super sick and eventually dies. And it turns out that Dr. Dante gave him the wrong herbs when Sadiq packed the medical bag incorrectly. Sadiq can't take this trauma anymore and jumps into the town reservoir to clear his mind. After a long talk with Rosita, he comes to the realisation that people might be getting sick from the water supply. A suspicion confirmed when he inspects the water supply and sees that someone switched the not drinkable to drinkable. Later that night, Dr. Dante pays him a visit, and when Dr. Dante starts doing his weird mouth-clicking noises, he has a flashback to a whisperer doing the same noise. When Sadiq realises who Dr. Dante is, the two of them scuffle, and we get this unexpected death of Sadiq. He was a cool character, but I can't say I'm natural enough about him. Also in this episode, Lydia gets tired of being used by both sides of the conflict and decides to run away to be on her own. We get to see how Dr. Dante tricked his way into becoming a doctor in Alexandria before tampering with the water supply and then spreading propaganda messages about the Whisperers. All good stuff, I liked it. He tries to spoon talk Rosita to prevent her from checking in on Sadiq, but she's not budging, so he tries a more aggressive approach. When zombie Sadiq approached a baby, I bet you were so scared. But I wasn't scared because my massive brain remembered when I said earlier about AMC having no balls. The council weigh up their options on what to do with Dante, but Gabriel does what they should have done a long time ago by giving him a good old-fashioned prison shanking. At this point, why even wear your collar anymore? After committing your first murder as a man of the cloth, wearing this Roman collar is just lying to yourself. While creaming his pants over finding some sheet music in this library, Luke gets attacked by a couple of walkers, but is then saved by this mystery man, who doesn't stick around to be thanked for his good deed. They catch him sneaking around Oceanside trying to find a boat, and frustratingly, it's one of those characters that refuses to answer any questions, just so they can pad out the runtime. The only information we get by the end of the episode is that this man's name is Virgil, and he's trying to get back home with some supplies. While out looking for the Whisperers, Carol spots Alpha on the other side of a clearing. Wait, we've said this before, haven't we? So naturally, Carol bolts off like a dog chasing a squirrel, and she winds up leading the group into this cave where a bunch of walkers are. This is the elusive walker herd that Alpha's been gathering for an upcoming battle.
Nothing beats it.
Fuck, my remote go. Floor. What? No one. Yo, I get to die? Let's go. Me? 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 I'm getting raped. I'm getting raped. What? What the fuck? Probably everything. What? Why is there a baby villager in the nether? Hello. Hello, little guy. Oh no, I killed it. What? Shut up. What the hell? Oh. Yo, where? 3 netherite ingots to bully a woman. Bet. I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free. You need 4 netherite scraps and 4 gold ingots. What netherite incident? What's the incident? Oh, hell no. In today's video, I'll be beating Minecraft hardcore with no armor. Fuck. No, leave. Ah! Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't. Fuck, fuck, run, run. Fuck, fuck me, bro.
Could you keep your noise down? Tim is doing our schoolwork.
I almost died. Almost died. That sounds like a villain arc. Whoa. Arr, gar, 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 gar. Fuck. No, shit. No, I'm not. I'm trying not to die. I'm being followed by piglins in the nether. Fair enough. Yo, who wants to play Piggy? Whoa. True. You get to live. I don't. Regrams. They're in the woods. What is that? Oh. Ben, what chapter? What chapter? No. Whoa. I don't know. I almost died in the nether with no armor. No, it's not time.
Respawn point set.
What ending are you looking for? Wait, is it a new chapter? Oh. What? Whoa, you can't say that. I'm going to kill the Ender Dragon. Come here, dragon. I'm going to touch you. Can't. Happy. Is beating Minecraft hardcore with no armor a good idea? Oh no. Touch yourself. Caliph. Why do you sound like most critical? Run, 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 run. Shit, 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 shit. What? No. I'm gonna let him on that bridge. No, 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 no. Fuck, fuck. Clutch. Me? No, because I have no armor. No. Die, Ghast. Die, son of a bitch. Bastion. Ooh. I'm looting a bastion with no armor. With no armor in hardcore. RIP. 3, what the hell? Fuck. Leave! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Child. Good. Wait, when's it coming out? Yeah, it's a fortress. Bullying's fun. No, 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 no. Wall. We have a wall. What? So did the new chapter come out? Yes or no? No. No, no, I have a bloody wither skeleton chasing me. Yes, cobweb. I have defeated Wither. Oh, I know what to do in the sewers. I know what to do. I've completed the chapter multiple times. I have Blaze, no, don't touch me, please, don't touch me, don't touch me there. No, don't touch me there. That's what I told my uncle, but he didn't seem to care. It's my secret little spot, and I don't want to share. No, don't touch me. Yes. Get the blaze rod, get the blaze rod. Yes, blaze rod. I'm getting blaze rods. Could someone tell me the quickest way to kill the dragon with no armor? I have no armor either, which is making it worse for me. Please don't hit the piglet. Oh, thank God. With a skeleton. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off, you son of a bitch. Fuck you. Come here. Wait, did she? Wait. No. Leave me alone. Stupid piece of shit. What chapter are you playing on? What's the decay one? Oh, I wanna. You know what? I'm ending stream. I'm gonna play Piggy now. Goodbye, stream.